What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today, I want to focus in on Philly re-signing Steve Mason to a 3-year deal worth $12.3 million a season for a $4.1 million annual cap hit. Not a bad contract for either side. He's 19, 11, and 5. 36 games with the Flyers. He's got a 917 save percentage and a 248 goals against average, which you consider about how bad Philly was early in the season and how he was at times their best player. I think that's, speaks volumes about how he's come around since his career. I kind of want to say bottomed out with Columbus and how much he needed a change of scenery. And it's important to note that he's still only 25 years old. He'll be 26 in May. So you got him till he's 28, 29. So you're in good shape in that department. And going forward, I think he's a stabling influence in the net that Philly hasn't had in decades. So it's definitely a good thing, and hopefully he continues strong play up. Keep his strong play up, I should say. He was a Calder Trophy winner and a Vezina finalist as a rookie back in 2009, and then it really just all came apart for him, and he needed to undergo a change of scenery, and after really having some very, very bad years with Columbus. But I think he's come around, and he's going to be a number one goalie in the NHL for a long time. It's a weird position. A lot of psychology is involved, more so than probably any other position in sports, because as much as your physical talent is a big part of it, psychologically being able to challenge shooters and not letting the last goal you gave up, linger in the back of your head is a big thing, and learning from mistakes while not letting them hold you back is a big thing. And I think he's finally found a place where he can be what his potential as a rookie showed that he could be. So be all he can be, U.S. Army motto. But I think it's again a good move. And Philly, like I said, they've been on the eternal quest to find a goaltender, and they found one kind of on the cheap. You look at, they gave up Bobrovsky to Columbus, and he really hit his stride there, and I think likewise Mason did in Philly. So it kind of, I know there were picks involved, there were two separate deals, and there were obviously picks involved, but Mason for Bobrovsky was kind of a win-win. I think Columbus has won the better part of the deal. Bobrovsky won the Vezina last year and has been an amazing goaltender this year, coming off the injured list, but I think Mason can still accede to those heights that we thought he could as a rookie. And I think too often these kids, I'm not going to say he was rushed to the NHL by any means, because when he got there, he was awesome. But you forget how young the kids are when they're in the NHL at 20, 21, and now at 25, it's like, oh, he's still pretty young. So, I wish him well going forward. And I think he's going to be the guy in Philly that they turn to when the games get big, as they begin the second half. They're in the second half of the season now, but they've been on an ascent in the standings, and that's I think Mason's play is a big part of it. And he's beat out Emery for that starting position outright. I'd say, and I'm sure people will say no, he hasn't, but really he has. He's a better goalie of the two, and unless there's a bare knuckle boxing match, I really don't want Emery in my corner. Anyway, that's my next episode of the Power Play with CJ on Philly re-signing Steve Mason to a 3-year extension. Stay tuned for more episodes through the season and beyond. Later, guys.